Hello, my beautiful people. Gather around because today, oh, today is one of those moments where reality serves a dish so delicious, you almost want to send the chef a thank you card. This, my friends, is the kind of plot twist in the saga of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex that makes you want to sit back, sip your tea, and watch the critics squirm. You see, every so often, the universe delivers a story that is pure, unfiltered satisfaction, the kind that makes the experts eat their own headlines. And this time, it's Meghan Sussex who's delivering the shockwave. For weeks, maybe months, the tabloids were practically salivating over the idea that Meghan and Harry's partnership with Netflix was doomed. They sharpened their quills, prepped their smug talking points, and waited for the "I told you so" moment. But instead of delivering them the funeral they were hoping for, Meghan Sussex handed them a birth announcement, a renewal. That's right. Netflix is not only still in business with Meghan Sussex, but doubling down. And just like that, the haters' champagne went flat. You could almost hear the sound of jaws hitting the floor from London to Los Angeles. Twitter, or should I say X, lit up in a storm of disbelief, with more than a few salty, sputtering comments thrown in for good measure. The same royal commentators who have made entire careers out of confidently predicting her downfall were suddenly quiet, as though someone had pulled their Wi-Fi plug. And that's the thing. For years they said this was all smoke and mirrors. They insisted Meghan Sussex couldn't sustain her brand, her influence, or her audience. But here she is, not just surviving, she's thriving. Every step forward is proof that she's not playing by the tabloids' rules. She's writing her own. And when you're the author of your own story, no critic gets to decide the ending. It's like watching an underdog outrun the lion in slow motion. Every stride she takes isn't just a win for her, it's a slap in the face to the cynical, bitter narrative they've been selling since 2018. And the satisfaction, my goodness, it's almost cinematic. Now, if you're looking for poetic justice, look no further than Jenny Bond. Yes, that Jenny Bond, the seasoned royal commentator who for years confidently dismissed Meghan Sussex as a passing phase. Well, guess what? Jenny is now publicly admitting she's got to eat humble pie. And not just a polite slice, we're talking a full buffet serving. For the longest time, Bond was one of the loudest voices in the "this will never last" choir. But here she is, taking a reluctant bite out of reality, because when the receipts are this undeniable, even the most stubborn critics can't spin them away. Honestly, I picture it as a grand banquet hall filled with nothing but humble pies. Every critic who once dined out on Meghan Sussex's supposed failures is now the main course, and each bite they take serves as a public reminder. You can't manufacture a downfall forever without eventually being forced to reckon with the truth. Reality, as it turns out, is undefeated. And then, of course, there's the reaction from the usual suspects. Oh, it's priceless. You can almost hear the collective gasp, followed by the furious sound of keyboards clacking away, as if typing faster will somehow change the facts. The jealousy is so thick you could spread it on a scone. They're tying themselves in rhetorical knots, desperately trying to explain away her success as anything but genuine. It's the same old playbook. Oh well, Netflix must be doing it for PR. It's only because of Harry. This won't last. Sound familiar? It should. They've been recycling those same lines for years. But every time Meghan Sussex proves them wrong, the lines sound more hollow. They're like people standing on a beach shaking their fists at a tsunami of success, powerless to stop the waves from crashing in. Meanwhile, the rest of us are sitting on the sand with popcorn, just, enjoying the show. While some, like Jenny Bond, have swallowed their pride, others are doubling down. Enter Kinsey Schofield, the self-styled crown princess of the critics. If Meghan Sussex so much as blinks, Kinsey will write a 2,000-word blog post about how she did it wrong. While the world is watching Meghan Sussex sign deals, produce content, and expand her influence, Kinsey is spinning sour grapes into what can only be described as performance art. It's honestly exhausting to witness. She's so invested in the idea of Meghan Sussex failing that every success becomes a personal crisis. But here's the thing, you can't turn gold into lead. No matter how much you rant, gold stays gold. Meghan Sussex is over here building a brand, creating meaningful projects, and securing long-term partnerships. Meanwhile, her loudest critics are just making noise. The contrast is almost laughable. One side is focused on creation, the other on destruction. One is producing documentaries and content, the other is producing hot air. And no matter how you slice it, history remembers the builders far longer than the hecklers. What makes Meghan's success so potent is her unbothered attitude. She's not fighting back with petty comebacks or tabloid-style drama. She's fighting with results. She's showing us that the best revenge is not a clever insult, but a thriving career and a happy life. Critics bring rage. She brings a business plan. Critics bring gossip. She brings signed contracts. Critics bring negativity. She brings projects that matter. That's the real power, turning your energy towards building something that lasts, rather than wasting it on trying to tear others down. And nothing drives a hater crazier than being ignored. They want reaction, they want outrage, they want acknowledgement. But Meghan, she's too busy winning to give them the satisfaction. So, what's the lesson here for all of us? Simple. Don't waste your time trying to convince people committed to misunderstanding you. Build higher, aim higher, and let your success make the noise. We've just watched an entire chapter of the Meghan Sussex can't win narrative collapse in real time. And guess what? There will be more chapters like this, because the more she succeeds, the harder it becomes for the critics to keep pretending otherwise. So, to my beautiful Sussex squadron, remember this. Truth has a funny way of revealing itself. No matter how many headlines are written, no matter how loud the critics get, reality always catches up. And when it does, oh, it's glorious. The Netflix renewal isn't just a business move, it's a symbol. It's a reminder that resilience beats rumor, that hard work beats hate, and that the people who quietly put in the work will always outlast the people who loudly root for their downfall. We've seen the haters gloat, we've seen them predict, we've seen them circle like vultures. But today we see them retreat, regroup, and in some cases choke on their own words. And it's beautiful. So here's to Meghan Sussex, Harry, and the power of persistence. Here's to proving the doubters wrong without ever having to say, I told you so. Here's to living well, working hard, and letting the results speak for themselves. And here's to all of you, my Sussex Squadron family, the ones who never bought the lies, who always saw through the smear campaigns, and who knew from day one that Meghan Sussex's story was far from over. We are witnessing history, and it tastes a lot like humble pie. Pass me a fork.